Hey, it's Christopher Kadavar, and you're watching The Age of Metal.
Hello everyone, this is Miguel with The Age of Metal, and I'm here with Christopher and Simon of Kadavar, directly from Germany. You guys have been on tour with Scorpion Child, Mothership, Gypsy Hawk, and Wilson for almost like week and a half almost?
Yeah. We've been here for 2 weeks now, okay. And we've had around about 7 shows, I'd say.
Alright,
yes.
Alright. How has been those shows for you guys? I understand that this is kind of like the first blown official tour for Kadavar in the United States. How have you received your proposal so far for the fans?
It's pretty good so far. It's like every night there's a lot of people show up to see us, and we didn't expect that when we came over here, because I mean we're the German band, it's our first tour over here in America, so we didn't expect much, but it's every night pretty good so far.
Okay, for what I understand, you guys at the beginning of the year you guys came here for the Southwest by Southwest event in Austin, Texas, and then did a little couple of shows in California, but that's pretty much it. How has been the reception so far, and which places you guys kind of like visit that you guys play kind of like so far in the United States?
We actually played only Austin last time, not even California. So we played 4 shows on the South by Southwest, and this time we had already like we had a show in Chicago, Minneapolis, Vancouver, Seattle, Portland, all that. San Francisco, Los Angeles were really amazing for us to be on the West Coast. Of course, for us it's a big thing to do actually. So this show last night at the Roxy in Los Angeles was kind of mind blowing for us, I guess. So far, California has been really pretty much good for you guys. Oh yeah, absolutely. All the shows we had so far were great, but last night in Los Angeles was, of course, it's like a historical place. I mean, all the bands played there,
yeah, definitely.
And the place was kind of full. And yeah, it was when the curtain went up. That was a nice feeling to be on stage, actually. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about a little bit of the background of the band. I understand that it's kind of like a psychedelic rock, really based on the 70s and all that old school stuff. How can you tell me about your musical influence and how you guys started on this?
In the beginning it was a lot of different influences. We all come from different like genres, like hardcore, garage rock, punk, all that, and of course also the classical rock, but there's a lot of crowd rock probably in our music, because of course we're from Germany, but a lot of the English stuff from the 70s, also the new way of British heavy metal from the 80s. The American music from the 70s inspired us, of course, and yeah, we all gonna mix it up and like try to find our style to play our music.
Alright, your self-titled album debuted with Nuclear Blast, Kadavar, was released back in April, and it was recorded really old school, just you guys playing, jamming on a room, and everything was played on recorded on tape. How challenging was that, and how challenging probably was the break away from the digital age? How was the experience of recording everything?
Tell you about it. He recorded it actually.
It's actually, I mean, in a way, it was a very easy way to record stuff, because we're just not editing and not doing a lot of overdubs. Of course, it's hard because it stays how it is, and but that was the plan behind that. Like we did some demo recordings before we recorded the record, and something was missing there, and that was right by the time when I was really digging into this music, and I found out that there are a lot of mistakes, and there's just a lot of good feelings on the good side, on the other side, and that's when we came to the point where we said, okay, we want to do that like that.
All right. What was the most challenging thing of doing this kind of recording, and which one was the most rewarding?
The most challenging thing was the time, actually, this time, because we wrote the record Kadavar in 10 days.
Wow.
And the whole writing and recording process until the record was mastered was about 6 or 7 weeks. And that was actually the challenge all the time, because we were on tour like in all across Europe until the middle of December, and there had been the plan to to write songs before, but just didn't work out because we were playing all the time. And yeah, that was the most challenging thing, and in the end, when it worked out, also the big reward. Yeah.
Nice. Well, good to see that everything came together and you guys kind of like pulled it through and did it really a good job on recording something with that basic feeling that you have the basic from the 70s and 80s. Now, you're from Germany, obviously a land that is pretty much the fatherland of power metal bands like Scorpions, like Blind Guardian, bands like Primal Fear, and other many progressive and power metal bands. How this kind of psychedelic rock music got into Germany, and how you guys get into it?
I think the psychedelic music is in Germany since the late 60s already, like with bands like Amondyl or bands like Neu and Can, Tangerine Dream and all those bands. I think after at this time Germans try to find a new way and try to find a new identity of music. So they were they had nothing to be inspired from, so they tried to find their own way, and it turned out like in this electronic psychedelic music. So it's pretty easy just to go back and listen to German bands from that time to be inspired to play a lot of psychedelic music, actually.
So this kind of music, you can tell, you can say that is strong in Germany, even that the Germany is known by another kind of genre of metal. I mean, no metal, but your scene is still strong in Germany?
I think a lot of people forgot about that music in the 80s and 90s, but people from other countries, like especially England, Scandinavia, or America, they kind of gave the whole thing a rebirth of krautrock, and now it's back. So people are listening to it, and the record's becoming more and more expensive again to get them. So I think it was always around, but we needed some help in Germany to get back to that roots and really enjoy that music again.
Now, talking about actually that new wave of classic rock and psychedelic music that is now coming up with bands like you guys, like Kadavar, like Scorpion Child, like bands like Orchid, Blue Pills, all these bands are coming up from those roots. Do you think it's something kind of like a revamp from music, or do you think it's something that people was looking to do it from before and they kind of want to bring all those spirits from that music back?
I think it was always there. It's just there's been bands before, like the Helicopters or like Clucifer or something like that in the 90s. They played that sound, and there's always been bands around doing that. So I don't think it's something new or like a revival of something. It's just we do it now, but so many bands did it before already. So I don't think it's a new thing.
Kadavar itself is pretty much the trio of you guys. It's a trio. I mean, it's many. Today you don't see many bands that are just 3 people. What is the hardest thing about being a trio, and what is the more easy part?
Playing guitar and sing at the same time. That's the hardest part of the whole thing. Yeah.
What about Christoph?
Actually, most things are easier, I guess. It would be hard for me to think about the worst thing. There are a lot of advantages.
What about Simon?
Yeah, you get more space and you can walk with silence.
Okay.
That's true.
And the cuts are quite more equal, huh? Great. Now, during this summer, you guys played on different festivals. You guys played in Summer Breeze with a lot of metal bands that are different to your genre. How was that experience of you guys playing in front of a bunch of metalheads and you guys came out with this kind of bluesy psychedelic rock? What was the response of that people from that?
I mean, it was actually the biggest festival we played so far for
Summer Breeze.
Metal kids, yeah, the Summer Breeze. But it wasn't a new situation for us, because like since we signed on Nuclear Blast, there's always been like metal kids around, or people listen to metal, so it wasn't that new for us. And I think people who listen to metal music, they like the old stuff as well, because they know it comes from there. And like, actually it was pretty easy and people really liked it. It was a little bit hard because we played after Destruction and
oh wow,
who else was there?
Exodus, Vader, and
that's a heavy lineup.
That was.
They were all playing before us, and we were last band that night. It was a bit. We were pretty much excited to go on stage and see what happens. Like, but it was good. It turned out really well.
Wow, that's a heavy spot. I will say it's a heavy spot.
Yeah, it was pretty heavy.
Yeah, playing after Destruction should be the biggest, heaviest spot ever.
Yeah, they had a really good show that night. It was mind blowing.
They're really great. Yeah. Well, closing up, what is next for Kadavar after this tour, and are you guys writing a new record?
After this tour, we come back and straight another tour in Europe, 5 or 6 weeks, and after that,
with Orchid and Blue Pills, I think it is.
No, that's with the Scorpion Tigers. It's our tour, and after that we go with the Blues Pills to Australia. So we have an Australia tour there, and then. You
guys been in Australia before?
No, never. No.
Excited about it?
Absolutely, sure. We want to play everywhere. You know, it's like it's the coolest thing to do. You play music and you can travel around, meet new people. And Australia, of course, there was I never thought about to play there. It's pretty nice. And after that, it's already like December, so I think we're gonna take a break and start like writing new songs in January. And we want to come back to America in March for South by, and then later the Awesome Psych Fest and stuff, have a tour in between, and something like that.
It looks like a great plan. Sounds like a really good plan for me. All right. Thank you for taking the time to talking to us here at the Age of Metal. Looking forward for the show tonight. I hear the album. This sounds pretty great. I mean, pretty much captured the whole 70s wave. And definitely looking forward to see a trio on the stage. Thank you very much, and looking forward for the next time. And good luck on the rest of the tour on Europe and in Australia.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for having us.